All right, let's do another example using loops here. In this one, we're going to ask the user to enter a string this time. They're not allowed to get by the part of the program until they enter the secret password that is computer. So here we go. They're going to be entering text. So I'm going to make a string here. I'm just going to call it password, and I'll just set it to nothing for now. Sort of like in the enter positive number example, I'm just going to use a loop. The do loop is a great one for this because I at least have to ask them once. So I do a do loop. What do I want them to do? I want them to enter the password. So get string, enter password. Now, once they enter the password, maybe I have to ask them again, maybe I don't. It all depends on what they entered. So this is why it's perfect to do a little while here. And the while loop is going to basically check when should I repeat this code. Now remember, you want to repeat when what they gave you isn't right. So I'm going to write while password dot equals computer is false. Okay, so when the password equals computer is not true, that's when it jumps back up, does the do, and then goes back in there and does that. Beautiful, huh? We actually give this little test here. Password, please. And I'll enter some junk. Ask again, ask again, ask again, ask again. I eventually enter computer, and it lets me buy. Okay, and all is good. Now, I'm going to take a little time in this video just to show you one little trick here. And the one little trick is, a lot of beginner students will do this. And this is a really good thing to show here is you get this error, this red line. Password cannot find symbol. And of course you're saying to yourself, well, I made it right here. Why isn't it recognizing it there? There's a rule. And the rule is, if you make a variable inside a block of code like this, especially a do loop, then this variable only exists inside that block of code. So the while part of the loop is outside of this block. The password variable doesn't exist out there. It's gone. Okay, as soon as this block of code runs. So that's why whatever variables you're going to possibly use as your condition for your loop here, you have to make sure that you've made those variables up above. Okay, so it has to be like that. And that's why I make that string variable first. And then I start my loop structure. Pretty nice, right? Of course, afterwards, maybe you do some, maybe you do some important stuff now that they're allowed by. Nice password little loop there. Thanks for watching.